if you're passionate about something, don't give up. I've been an artist for 20 years, which feels really weird to say, and only now have things been kind of taking off for me. You know, you put in all this time and you feel that it's for naught, but I think there's a chance, for everybody to end up catching traction or whatever, with whatever it is that they do and love. And originally I made music. For most of my life I've been a songwriter and stuff, and like a year ago I got this idea to do a song every day, and that didn't really do anything, right, in terms of gaining traction. But what it did teach me was that a daily practice, at least for myself, is very helpful. And I took that idea into making videos several months later, and then all of a sudden they started taking off, and everything that I've kind of worked on my whole life kind of there was a feeling of validation. It's like, you've been doing something for so long and achieving, getting a lot of eyes on your work or whatever. It feels good. I mean, people can sit and act like they don't care, but and you do make it, well, hopefully make art for yourself more than anybody else. But when people do see or hear or read your work, and especially when it comes with good compliments or comments or whatever, it feels good, and that's its own reward. And I'd always got some interaction with people out of what I do, but I proceeded with it regardless of whether anybody listened to what I was making or saw what I was making or not. But whenever the first videos I started posting on TikTok and Instagram started blowing up, it felt like everything was, finally coming together. And it's been all up from there for the most part, with a few hiccups, because once you get into a certain rhythm, it becomes the new normal. When you have 25,000, 30,000 followers on, separate platforms, it's like 50,000 total, and you start to doubt yourself. And I've burned out a little bit, but it's more of a sign that I'm taking that I need to transition into some other work that's adjacent to that, and maybe a little more something that goes deeper, I guess, something longer, something you can sit with more, but while still, utilizing those platforms. But yeah, that does become the new normal, if you even utilize social media or whatever. You might not, but I've definitely learned for myself that you just keep going and it'll pay off, even when people are kind of blow you off, or your parents laugh at you or whatever. It's like, whatever. If you believe in yourself, I think you're going to do just fine. And it's cheesy, and I'm not usually this kind of a guy, but I think that it's true. If you want something, you'll get it. Especially when it comes, you might not get it in the way that you want it, right? You might want to be, some multi-millionaire singer, and that might not happen, but hell, maybe you could make $50,000 a year and be able to tour every year or something like that. That's a success as well. Probably a better success in some ways. And I plan on touring with the films that I'm making now, maybe doing something interactive, and it's all fun. But just keep going, Just keep going, don't give up. I'm 38 years old. I was 37 when that started happening, when I finally started receiving real outside input on what I was doing. I mean, that's another thing too, a topic for another time, is you actually have to put your things out there, which I didn't really do for most of my life. You just expect that somebody's gonna find you, and that's not gonna happen either. So remember that, don't give up, but you also have to be your own pimp. And it's been great. And there's, I'm in a little bit of a slump now, but I know what the next thing is. And you just have to keep moving forward and quit.